Hello Sagittarius, this prediction's for Monday, October 14th, 2024. Why don't you decide to tirelessly fight for what you want? You should ask yourself this question much more often. You have the talent, so why the sadness and discouragement? You must understand that only by working consistently with patience, good vibes, and goodwill can you forge a promising future full of adventures and successes. You should focus on your personal and spiritual development, as only by balancing who you are with energies of progress and prosperity can you set aside the emotional barriers that, in one way or another, cause you stress. You need to realize that you don't have to feel bad when things don't go as you expect, because life itself is unpredictable. Therefore, you must learn to make the most of everything that comes your way, as you can derive fruitful things from the good and learn something from the complicated, ensuring that you don't stumble on the same stone again in the future. However, you should be aware that as a human being, you deserve to be surrounded by people who contribute positively to your life and not those who detract from it. Thus, try to leave behind certain toxic situations that make you linger too long in the decisions you make and that make you reconsider certain potential you possess. When a friendship is genuine, it doesn't need superficiality to be authentic. So, as challenging as it may be, you need to close cycles and end stories that fill you with doubts and fears. Only by freeing yourself from everything that burdens you can you move forward as you desire. Now, let's go into the concrete details of love, health, work, and your compatibilities for today. In terms of health, not taking care of your appearance or physical state as you should has led you to worry more than usual about something that might be overwhelming you. This situation makes you feel anxious, especially embarrassed, perhaps for not having found a solution. The important thing is to focus on accurate information. Many times, we have ailments and trust more in what someone else tells us about a similar experience, and the worst thing you could do now is self-medicate. If you have an ailment, it is not the same as having a headache and taking something for it, of course. But if the pain persists, you cannot keep putting patches on something that needs more attention. For those of you who have an ailment, if you feel well today, there are no warnings from the cosmos for you in any area of health, just to take care of yourself with common sense. Regarding work, you must understand that if you want a better quality of life as a professional, you should consider giving much more at work because only with continuous efforts will you gradually advance toward the life you want and become independent. Don't let ambiguous or somewhat negative or toxic energies from others distract you from your desire to be a better professional and, therefore, a better worker in your field. Very soon, you will witness that when you work with the genuine intention to do things well, you can achieve the impossible. Keep moving forward because very soon you will feel more than proud as the employee you are. Moreover, if you are looking for a job, you will soon gain your own recognition. If you have an interview in a few days, or if someone casually recommends you at another company, or if they learn about your history of achievements, they will be amazed at your immense talent. Therefore, defend what you know how to do, stand up for what is yours. For the financial situation, if you organize yourself properly and are cautious when acting, sooner than you think, you will be able to carry out that trip that excites you or, if you can't travel for whatever reason, any project you have in mind related to something that excites you. Perhaps there is something in your city that you would like to do, and until now you haven't been able to. Regardless, it is encouraging to know that it won't be long until you reach the amount you need to materialize that goal. There are days when the economy flows better due to the stars and days when it flows worse. That's why the astrological aspect is fundamental for making the best decisions on the right days. Today, for example, even though it is Sunday, if you have to make an important decision regarding your finances, you will be able to do so without any problems. As for love, you may feel a bit nervous, especially if you are at a point in your life where you have just started a relationship a few weeks or months ago. The truth is that you are still enchanted by that person, your partner fascinates you, which leaves you filled with fears, as if you don't know for sure whether the relationship will last. However, you shouldn't torment yourself about it, you should simply go with what you feel. As that person who is now your partner has every intention of being with you as a team that works together to make what you are starting last for a long time. For those who have been in a relationship for a long time, whether months or years, it's as if you are feeling butterflies in your stomach again because of the bright future ahead of you. You should take advantage of it and enjoy it, leaving any fears behind. If you are single, the distance from that person with whom you spend a lot of time in your daily routines has allowed you to realize that you are indeed feeling something for that person. It may be a friend with whom you frequently communicate or someone you see regularly, even at work, and you truly wish to have something formal with them on a sentimental level. That's why you've decided that, being again in a position to love someone, because many people of your sign have gone through breakups recently. You haven't started considering the idea of having love in your life again. Nevertheless, if you are among those who are thinking of reopening the possibility of love, hey, if there is someone you like and there is a spark in chemistry, go ahead, there is no other way. There are good signs for this to go well. Regarding your energy, it's moderate, with no significant changes throughout the day. Only with optimism and composure will you be able to carry out your goals and move forward as you truly deserve. Don't limit yourself, and allow yourself to be happy from your own positive energies. The positive aspect you should enhance today is the passion with which you do things that truly interest you and fill your soul. This will allow you to continue and gradually achieve significant personal and professional accomplishments. This is somewhat akin to the perfectionism that people of your sign often exhibit. Be cautious about being overly confident in your actions, as it could lead to more than one disappointment. By taking certain things for granted, you may neglect them, and then the situation could be misinterpreted. Be careful about this and stay alert. Also, avoid behaving capriciously. This is not something that usually happens to people of your sign. In fact, being capricious is not typically associated with the astral consciousness of your sign. But today there are two astral blockages to be cautious about, as you might want your truth to be the only one that prevails. Therefore, you should cultivate patience within yourself, knowing that through humility and gratitude, you will achieve much more, everything will fall into place. For students, not taking your studies seriously could lead to frustration. You need to understand that simply being able to study what you enjoy makes you more than fortunate. So don't waste such a magnificent opportunity. Even if you are studying from home, and even though it is Sunday, it's not that complicated in itself. As you have a good academic level and it will only get better, you can trust that it will turn out well. As for your compatibilities today, you have a wonderful day with these three signs. In first place, with people of the sign of Aquarius, you have a great day with a tendency towards mutual understanding, reaching agreements, and grasping concepts that might have seemed very complicated in the past but now seem doable. In second place, with people of the sign of Pisces, you also have a day of prudence, common sense, and understanding why the other person behaves the way they do and why you behave the way you do with that person, everything in a more global sense. And in third place, with people of the sign of Aries, you have a day very similar to yours, filled with strength, initiative, and a desire to resolve issues that might have been hanging in the air but are now finally being addressed. Negatively, you may have some kind of argument or distancing with someone of the sign of Virgo. But you know that only for today, and only if you argue. I invite you to subscribe for free to our YouTube channel. If you also want to receive a daily notification when we upload a video for you here in the YouTube app you are listening from, follow these steps. First, click the red subscribe button that appears below this video. Then, activate the bell icon that appears to the right of it. Finally, when you click the bell, a drop-down will appear, and you should select the first option that says All. This way, you will receive all notifications when we upload videos regarding your predictions. I wish you an absolutely wonderful day. Until tomorrow.